Well, greetings class. We're going to start a new module, part A of identity theft. We're looking at protecting your credit identity. Understand that Arizona leads the U.S. in the reports of identity theft from 2007 to 2011. We're number 2 now as of this year. And yes, identity theft can happen to anybody. Florida took over the top spot, and Arizona fell to number 2, Texas, and then California. If you notice that those are border states as well, and being border states, that brings in another problem into that, because people go back and forth from the country and back, taking identity. Mostly Social Security cards are very important, especially in the black market. Across the United States, you can see Nevada's 10, Virginia's 20, my home state where my family farms at is 29th, and South Dakota is 50th. So if you look at identity theft, basically what it means is someone wrongfully acquired your personal identity, credit and account information, and they access those different types of avenues of your identity to create their own, or use your identity to gain profit. And really the first two things, the name and address and telephone number, is not hard to get, and those two things are usually about the easiest to get. And that's why sometimes you really don't want to broadcast it across the whole world. And so a lot of times when you, especially like for example Facebook, you really don't want to put everything out there so that they have a starting point to find out about you. The biggest thing you have to be very careful about is your Social Security number. Your Social Security number is your combination to your life. It is a combination to your credit history, your work history, everything. And so you need to keep that in mind, that Social Security number should always be in a secure place, locked up. Don't carry it with you. It should be in a very secure place. Driver's license number is another way they can access information from different accounts. Bank account numbers, credit card numbers, passwords that you may leave laying around, not too much in a safe place. And bills come into your home. Bills contain a lot of information, and so those things, why you want to make sure you have good security on picking up your mail and making sure you get rid of it in a timely manner and destroying it so people can't get information from it. The most common way that identity theft happens is basically taking it right out of your wallet or purse, and that's the most common way. And that's why they tell you not to leave things in areas where people have access to it. A lot of times, restaurants, bars, places where you may put down your wallet or purse and not keep attention on it. People may take the information they need out of it, and they may just take your information, photocopy it, or take a picture of it, put it back in your wallet like nothing happens, and then start to put together a identity theft in a timely manner. Cell phones, with the improvement of technology, and now more and more people are using smartphones to keep almost all their information. They bank on it, they pay bills on it, they do everything on it. And so that's another line of security you need to be mindful of, to have your cell phone protected from being stolen or used and to gather information. Mailboxes is another thing, especially mailboxes that are basically have no security device on them. Most places now are moving towards lock boxes, or most businesses will have P.O. boxes, for the simple reason that they want to protect secure mail, and also assign 1 or 2 people in charge of taking care of that they can control that security of highly sensitive information, bills, checks, and things like that comes in the mail. Of course, you can't forget about those dumpster divers. Dumpster divers will dive in your trash from your home or business and start putting together a profile on you, collecting small things like bills and information that you may not know that you throw away. And that's why when you throw anything away of importance, you really need to shred it. You need to make sure that it can't be used against you. And then you can't forget about inside access to dishonest employees that will steal information for themselves or sell it. Those things that especially employers have to be mindful of and set up protocols to make sure that they have a secure place and very few people have access to those files. And of course, with the use of the internet, personal data taken off the internet, you want to make sure, be smart about not putting everything online so people can see it, especially, for example, Facebook. You want to be smart about what you put on Facebook, because piece by piece, surveys, information that may be asked one way or another, and just sitting in a place where people can start to watch and identify, for example, passwords and things of that nature. With them gathering all that stuff, the hopes that they can get you into your credit reports, and the credit reports contains all your personal information, everything you have, your accounts, your banks, your mortgages, everything you have, and you want to be, that's what you would protect, and you protect that mostly with your Social Security, and with you also making sure that you check your credit reports on a yearly basis. And of course, the most thing, we talk about Social Security card here, but most people will get a Social Security card at a very young age, and when you have that when you get that Social Security card, you want to make sure, and the information you fill out when they send it in too as well, but when you get that card, you want to make sure you put it in a secure place. Always have it in a very secure place. I had a student a few years ago that after this lecture, she went and she was turning 18. So first thing she did, she thought, I needed my credit report and see what I'm all about. She got her credit report and came back and found out that over her 18 years of her life, she had several jobs, and she had a home at one time, and she filed bankruptcy twice. Needless to say, she was very surprised about that, and it took her about 2-3 years to clean all that up. And that's something that you have to always, reason why, be very mindful that if somebody can get a hold of a credit card and use it, they will. So this is the end of part A. It's time for a little break, exercise, take a drink, come back, and we'll see you in part B. Thanks.